Hi guys, so if you're new to my YouTube channel, I want you to know that this is a channel that supports your views and typically what is your logic behind your faith? Like, why are you believing in Jesus? Or if you are not believing in Jesus, what is the reason for it? So here I'm going to be talking about some random questions that you must have, um, and it must be quite interesting to think about what your views are. So I'm going to be sharing with you what I think is the base of our faith, and you can share with me why you don't believe or why you support this belief. Um, so I'm just here to spread the gospel of Jesus and why I believe it is the truth. So today we're going to be just thinking about the basic question: does God really exist? Is there a real God in this world or somewhere else? I know there's a whole lot of theories about it, a lot of people, even on YouTube, giving out their views, but I'm just going to give out mine and why I started believing that there is a God, and then thereon believing that the God was Jesus. So, once again, welcome to my channel. This channel is not for the subscribes or likes, it's more for evangelization, just to spread the good news of Jesus Christ or the gospel throughout the world. That's it. So if you like, you can of course share it with your friends. That's it. Okay. Now, mm, before we start, I'm just gonna say that this channel is not against any other religion or not against after people who don't believe. It's not against anybody because the primary concept of Christianity is not to hate. So and not to judge. So this is not a podcast that is going to hate on other people who don't believe or going to judge people who are not Christians. It's just a testimony of why I believe in Jesus or why I think believing in Jesus is quite logical and why following Christianity seems logical. So that's just the aim of this channel, and we're going to be discussing about such topics maybe once a week. I'm gonna put these videos out, podcasts out. So hopefully we'll have other talkers or maybe some videos on this channel. Okay, so today's topic is: does God really exist? Now, when I first thought about it, I just looked around and I saw that everything was very carefully designed, starting from the leaves of trees to the wings of butterflies to the gravitational field that prohibits the exit of a rocket to the outer space to the refractive index of rainbows and to our scannable fingerprints, and we have even machines that can scan our eyes. So it just shows that everything is such carefully designed that it cannot never be the product of some random reaction, or I would say not the product of some random big bang, because something that random cannot create something this precise and something such well ordered. So that's my first point, because everything is carefully designed. So it shows that there must be a creator. Now, who the creator is, what the creator is, that we can talk about later. But there is a creator as of now. Now many people believe that the creator is just an alien sitting in another planet, but that's when I thought, if it was an alien, why would he have taken, or why would it have taken such time to build something this beautiful? And why preserve it for this many number of years? And it's just not the earth, it's the whole solar system, it's the whole universe. So I don't think that it was built randomly by a random alien, because it would never have preserved such a futile effort for this many years, and have never designed it so complexly if it was just a random creation. So I don't believe it is a random alien. That is, if you believe that there are aliens. Okay, now the third point I thought about was, perhaps there is a creator. Now why call the creator your God? Like, that's when I realized, yeah, let there be a creator, but why accept him as the God, or accept her as the God? So that's when I thought about, what is the purpose of creation? Like, why were we created? So before I get to that topic, I want to talk about the theory of evolution. Now, most people believe that the Bible says Adam and Eve were created by God Himself, and I think they are mentioned as humans in Genesis. But theory of evolution says that there was first a species, then the species evolved, and humans are a result of evolution that took place for a long period of time. But I do accept partially on that theory, but I also feel like, if evolution started from, let's say, X, okay, X was the first organism, then where did X come from? Like, something can only evolve from something else, right? If Y evolved from X, then where did X come from? X being the first type of organism. Some people would say it came from some molecules or some type of cell division or lower level microorganisms. Okay, fine. But where did the first microorganism come from? Where did the first molecule of water come from? Or more precisely, where did hydrogen come from? Where did oxygen come from? Or more deeply, how was it when neutrons and electrons and protons come into existence? So I believe if we go back like that, we would certainly reach a dead end. And the dead end shows clearly that in order to evolve, first something should be created. And that just proves that there is most certainly a creator. So there is a creator somewhere, and now we're going to think about why call the creator a god. And like I said, it is not a random alien creation, because if we look at it, it was designed with some perfect plan and also with great hopes, because you wouldn't design a rainbow just to destroy it 2 days later. All the systems, the reproductive system, the whole ecosystem, the hundreds and millions of animals and humans and plants types and microorganisms, all these things were built to last for a long time, and that means there was a long time plan behind the creation. Now, I think we are certain that there is a creator. Now, why call the creator God? Because, as I said, this is not a random alien. This is somebody who has hopes about the creation, some plans about the creation. So I'm going to check history on if there is any UFO sightings or is there any supernatural sightings about some creator, because you would definitely want to reveal yourself to your creation if you are the creator. Like if I created some robot, I want it to recognize me just because I want it to know that I exist. Okay, or maybe at least listen to my commands or move according to my commands. So if we check history, there needs to be some incidents where God has or creator has commanded something, or the creator has revealed himself or herself to us. Now I don't know if the creator is human. We don't know about that yet. We can talk about that later. But when we check history, there has been no one like the so-called Jesus Christ, who we have historical records that he came to the world and himself proclaimed that he was the Son of God, at least to his disciples. And that was at the AD time. I am not good with talking about years and dates, but that was at the ADs. And before Christ was the BCs. So when I look at it, there is many concepts of God. Like there is Muslim belief, the Buddha belief, there is a lot of belief out there, Hinduism, a lot of belief out there on creator or what they think the creator is, and revelations based on the creator. But as I studied all these religions, it came to me that only Christianity or only incidents that are in the Bible are clearly quoted by historians. Not only is it quoted by historians, the historians are not necessarily Christians, so they did not do it out to prove Christianism. There were many atheists and other religious people there too. So I do believe that the creator is somehow connected to Jesus or can be Jesus. So now when I thought about other religions, now why don't I believe in other religions? Partly because some of the other religions are just philosophies. Now they are going to give you philosophies on how to live a happy life. They are going to give theories of life, and they are beautiful theories and meaningful and wise theories. But at the end, they are just philosophies. So there is no harm abiding by it, but it does not give a clear indication on who the creator is or what the creator is, like the Bible does, because Jesus proclaims that he is the Son of Man and he was crucified by the Jewish people for proclaiming that he is the Son of God. So because he talked himself as the Son of God among the people, he was crucified. I think most of the people who read Bible know that. So I was just wondering, why don't I believe in other religions? So that's what we are talking about. Uh, Like I said, partly because half of it is just philosophies. Some of religions are just philosophies. I don't want to name them. With all respect, though, I have huge respect for all religious texts. Some other religions have also quoted Jesus in their religious textbooks, like the Quran has quotings about Jesus in their holy text. So it just proves that there was a person called Jesus. Now that is a whole another topic, but I was giving a brief introduction of Jesus. So Jesus is the only person to be, I think, to be mentioned in two religious textbooks, two main religious textbooks, the Bible and the Quran. When I studied certain other religions, they had no connection with the real world. Their religious texts were completely about fantasy. With all respect, it was kind of like a story being told somewhere not on this earth. So I felt it hard to believe, with all respect to that religion. I felt that was hard to believe because anyone could have written such a story. So there is no clear historical evidence. Now, why I insist that there must be a historical evidence is that if there was a creator who so carefully created this world, he must have been most certainly interested in communicating with us by now. And I think the world is about 2000 years old and more than that. So 2000 years is a long time for a creator to actually make a contact with his creation. Not just a random creation, but a creation that was created with a big plan and great complexity, like we discussed. So that's why I studied all the religious texts, at least partially, and then came to the conclusion that there is nothing more historically significant or has more evidence than the Bible. So that's why I decided to practice Christianity. But so today's podcast was all about, does God really exist? So I think we have come to a conclusion. At least maybe partially you would have been able to understand that there is a creator, and whether the creator is Jesus or not is something that we will discuss more on this channel. But I think I have given you a brief introduction on that the creator is Jesus and why the Bible is more believable than other religious texts, with all respect to all other religions and believers of that religion. So catch you on the next podcast. I'm going to continue this series at the next podcast. Be sure to make sure you give your comments. I know my accent is not that good, but make sure you hold up with me and also give your valuable comments on how to improve this channel. Till we meet next time, let God be with us. God bless us all. Amen.